4 years of conversation, of controversy, and conviction. It started with two men and a mic. We sparked debates that broke the internet, moments that shook culture, and conversations that made headlines.
When the men are not financially confident, that's who they run to, the bigger girls.
It sounds stupid. An old girl probably lost her man to a woman who's a BBW, honey.
Father of my child has been sleeping around unprotected while also sleeping with me.
Some called it controversial, some called it crazy. Beyond the noise, there was something deeper: healing, honesty, accountability.
I am divorced because I cheated. I divorced because of my infidelity, not because of irreconcilable differences.
When my wife and I got married, we fought for the first 5 years. The devil was instigating. The enemy of our soul was instigating our fights.
Most brothers are broken and they don't know it. What they're really looking for is they're looking for validation.
And through it all, the faith was tested.
I have never met a man who has not had sex with another woman, even though he's been married, ever.
The mission refined. From heartbreak.
You okay? What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Okay.
To healing.
I'm doing the work. I'm healing.
From questions to commitment.
I'm willing to commit to being better.
And I think that that's a big barrier in terms of like being able to commit to someone.
Will you marry me?
4 years of growth and still just getting started. The conversation continues, hardly initiated. Year 4.
Yeah. Hardly initiated is back.
It's crazy. Listen, just seeing that, I'm up there like, wow, crazy.
And because they ain't seen, I got to do it like this, man. Just for the people, just for the nostalgia of this episode. Welcome to Hardly Initiated. It is your host, Tysean Jackson, and I'm in the building with my co-host, Ryan Ketchens.
Big facts.
Happy birthday, yeah, my friend.
And listen, it's hey, bro. Hey, I love y'all, man. I love y'all. It's crazy. We've been gone for so long. I feel like we haven't even stepped into the studio over the past 4 months. And to be back with some big news, by the way, some big news, because y'all been flooding us with DMs, emails, and everything in between. You want to know what's next for Hardly Initiated, if it's still a Hardly Initiated, and we got some big stuff that's happening, so we want to let y'all know about it.
That's what they've been saying. We saw the comments, y'all. We saw the comments was over here talking about, like, is it over? Did they break up? I seen the tension building. One, even my favorite, I knew them niggas was going broke. That's my favorite.
Right.
That's my favorite. Right. But you know what we think about you pocket watchers? This is what we think about y'all. Right there. That's what pocket watching is,
childish,
right?
Childish. But listen. Again, guys, I'm excited, but we got some big news. I want y'all to stick in there because we got special guests popping. We got big news. We got some very special moments that we want to, what was it called? Reflect and reminisce.
Yeah.
Recollect all of that with you guys. So please stay tuned. And this is the thing too, because the big news kind of come with this, guys. Because it's a celebration, everything in the store literally is what we do, 30% off, 40% off.
30% off.
30%
Don't
off.
give them 40.
Okay, cool.
All right, it's 30% off. All right?
Everything in the store is 30% off. All you got to do is click the link in the description. The dating cards, the journals, the bracelet. So get them while they last, guys, because they are not going to be available for very much longer here, which is also a part of the big news. So please, I'll hold tight, but go ahead.
Because before, y'all listen, don't worry. With all the stuff that we're going to get into the mix and kind of what's been going on, why we haven't been consistent in putting out shows. We're going to talk about it. But let's focus on the celebration right now. Because 4 years of putting together a show like this is not easy. It's very, very difficult. It's a lot on our lives personally, spiritually, mentally, financially, all areas. But first of all, Ryan, how do you feel? I mean, being 4 years in the mix of putting together Hall Initiated, how does that feel, brother?
I mean, incredible, one. But guys, listen, I don't know. First off, some people really despise this shirt. You remember this shirt?
That was,
This is
Red Pill Ryan.
So shout out to my boy John, who actually, this is like when he was first starting his company.
Yeah.
He had these super dope shirts. I'm like, yo, let me get a shirt. He gave me a free shirt. Next thing you know, I say something very divisive, as what you would call it, flagrant. It set the internet aflame, and he's like, bro, why you got my shirt on the New York Times? He's like, my shirt is on the Dish Network. He was like, bro, nobody, you know, I love people. They're not going to buy my brand. But look, this is just, I cut off the sleeves, by the way. So this signifies transformation.
Yeah.
Because everybody.
It's the pruning.
Right. Even if you start from the bottom, somehow you got stuck at the bottom. Let me tell you something. Transformation is possible. I'm a living testimony. And I'm not sure if we're going to play that clip, but I'm hoping we get into some dope stuff tonight.
But see, this is the biggest thing. How would you say, because when you talk about transformation,
right,
it's had an impact on our personal lives.
Right. So
like, what would you say is probably one of the biggest impacts Harlem Initiated has had on your personal life over 4 years now? Like,
I mean, honestly, it has to the people. To be honest with you, it's the people, because the people is what has the most influence over you. I think they say like you only successful as the 5, you know, the 5 people you spend the most time with. So you can imagine we sitting with, you know, experts in, you know, these different fields of human endeavor, personal expertise, personal transformation. The amount of people that we actually we actually get to spend time with and get counsel from and learn from has probably been the most incredible part, but probably the single most thing that's had the greatest impact.
That's a real thing, y'all, because we wasn't planning on that being a blessing, but being, you know, surrounded by some of the most powerful, you know, and influential minds in, you know, various endeavors of the world. Wow. I mean, we can't even understate how that has had a big impact on, you know, our perspective.
Yeah.
The way we see the world, the way we live our lives. Because when you go back and listen to those old episodes and you hear us now, it's beautiful to see. And it also, man, when you look at them comments, it also shows how unforgiving those people can be throughout the process. But I'm hoping Hardly Initiated can just be even an example of just what growth and transformation looks like. Because, you know, we've been here 4 years and you guys have been able to get a front row of what that really is.
You can't
so it's
forget,
been beautiful to see.
Correct. And you can't forget how transformation happens, people. It happens over time. And every day you chipping away at becoming the new you. And it's crazy because I'm looking at this like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You know, we came from the real estate trap. You know what I mean? We was flipping houses. We was putting out bandit signs. And to be rocking these stages, man, is really incredible. And the people that have even gave us the opportunity. Oh, look, shout out to Tony Gaskins and Willie Moore. Yeah, I'm just like
you over here moderating. We in the show. We in the show, man.
Yeah. It's just dope, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Incredible experiences, man.
And listen, you know, shout out to the community that have been here with us, man. I seen K-Ann in here with the blue sticker next to her name, just been showing how long she's been supporting us.
I never even seen that blue sticker.
Shout out to all the day one initiates in the chat right now, because you guys have supported us and really helped us get to the point that we at now. Matter of fact, I want to ask you, I want to see how many OGs in here, because even not only you talk about we transform, the studio transform. Let's do a little quick test.
What you got?
How many of y'all been rocking with us since we was in that white psych room? Who remembers? Pull up the white psych room. Who remembers this?
Oh my gosh.
Drop me. I want to drop a me in the chat if you remember the white psych room. This was the first ever set.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We took all our real estate money, y'all, and we threw it at this. We didn't know how to use cameras. We didn't know no audio. So we paid a company to literally do it for us. And this was actually the inception. Let me see who dropping me in the chat here. People really remember
first off, we don't even have those episodes still on YouTube. So if you still watch that, if you caught that, you really, really caught the beginning.
Oh my goodness, you absolutely caught the beginning.
Man, that was black shirts every day.
Black shirts every day. You know,
no, look at that part though. That part is crazy. You know, you see that?
Grungy jeans. Grungy jeans. That's kind of what it was.
I'm not even sure we had muscles back then. So yeah, the growth has been tremendous.
But yo, let me see this one. I'm testing my OGs right now. Y'all in the chat. I don't see a lot of me's. A lot of people wasn't really rocking with us since then. Let me see this one. Y'all might be familiar with this, because I want to know who remember when we had the OG's OG on the show. I'm talking about the woman who we all fell in love with.
Oh yeah.
On daytime television, y'all. The one who was in that courtroom. the whole community's realest auntie that we all grew up watching. She will be the one that'll love on you, that'll tear into your ass, and that'll inspire you all in the same episode. The sister that went 14 seasons, okay, the presiding judge of divorce court. Y'all remember what Harley initiated had on the show?
Yeah, that was
Who
epic.
am I talking about? Let's test the OGs real quick. Who am I talking about right now? I want to see it in the chat. If y'all know who I'm talking about.
Oh, the chat. I missed the chat.
The chat is here.
Shout out to Norma. Love you guys. You've been a blessing in my life.
Okay.
Shout out to Christina saying what's up to everybody. The chat looks, oh, snap. There we go.
Okay.
The judge.
You know what would be super dope?
What's that? What?
If for the 4-year anniversary, we could have Judge Lynn pop in here and join us for the conversation.
Well, I mean, that would be incredible.
That would absolutely be incredible.
That would be a celebration.
Would y'all like to see that?
birthday, yeah, my friend.
Family, would y'all like to see Judge? I want to see Bring the Judge in the chat right now.
Judge Lynn Toller,
If
Judge
y'all
Lynn
want-
Toller,
they-
Judge Lynn
okay.
Toller, Judge Lynn Toller,
They
Judge Lynn,
catching
Judge
on.
Lynn,
I
Judge
want to
Toller.
see Bring the Judge in the chat right now. If y'all want us to go ahead and bring Judge Lynn on. In fact, we're going to do something special.
It's going down.
We're going to do something special right now, y'all, because this is the 4-year anniversary for everybody coming in. It's 4 years of Hardly Initiated popping off, and I'm seeing it happen here. The chat is moving right now. So you know what we're going to do, y'all?
It's been so long since we've been live, too, man. So we got to make this extra special.
We got to make this extra special for the people. What we're going to do here, just for you guys on the 4-year anniversary, we're going to bring one of my favorite guests that we've ever had on Hardly Initiated. One of my favorite teachers and women who came in here and set the tone for what we stand for. We bring a Hardly and we bring a Judge Lynn Toller Hardly Initiated.
Let's go.
Welcome back, Queen, to the platform.
This is
now
epic.
with over 500,000 subscribers 4 years later. How you doing, Judge Lynn?
I'm doing. Y'all know how to bring a sister out. I got excited waiting on me to come out after all of that.
It's the only way.
It's the
Good
only
to see
way to
you
do it.
guys.
It's great to see you, too. You look beautiful, by the way.
You do,
Yeah,
Judge.
yeah, and I know why you took those sleeves off that shirt. You've been in the gym.
Well, you talking to me or Ryan? Because we both ain't got no
I'm
sleeves.
talking to Ryan. You've
Oh, yeah.
always been, yeah.
You see that? You see that, Bono?
Judge Lynn said you
That's
been
the respect.
sexy.
That's the respect
You
right there.
just getting sexy.
Hey, I told y'all, it's transformation. Judge Lynn, thank you. I have been working. Thank you. And you know what's crazy? You know, Judge, to have you join us, this is the third time you've been on the platform. I feel like every time it's been.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the third time, is very special.
Very.
But I want to talk about the first time because I feel like when we got Judge Lynn, we wasn't really qualified for Judge Lynn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This as well.
We
Now, hold on.
Okay, yeah, play, run that back. Hold
He
tight.
gonna run it. Hold tight. Just hold tight.
That's what I mean. At least I felt like we wasn't. I felt like we wasn't
Yeah.
big enough. We wasn't making enough impact. Wasn't enough hype. And Judge Lynn really gave us an opportunity.
Yeah.
And of course, the time we shared was incredible, and then it became incredible for the world because literally millions of people seen that interview with us and Judge Lynn.
The interviews, the reels, the clips, millions of people.
Everything. But Judge, I gotta ask you, during that time, if you can go back to those moments, why did you what did you think about us, and why did you give us the opportunity to have that first sit down with you?
I can't remember how you guys reached out to me to begin with.
I
don't
sent the
even
DM.
remember.
I sent you an Instagram DM, and you responded.
Wow.
I think I looked at your show. I think I looked at what you were doing. And I was going to be in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, well, it looks like they're doing a nice job. Let's go on there and see what's happening.
Okay. See, that just show you. I gotta
It's that simple.
You gotta shoot your shot.
Now, what was when you met us after that first episode? What was your impression of us?
I thought you were such gentlemen. You took such good care of me because I'm a terrible traveler. You looked after me. You called, made sure I got back to the hotel okay. I thought you were cute. Now, Ryan, you were a little, I don't want to say suspect.
Hold on, we gotta go. It's going down on the 4-year anniversary.
Right. Tell
But
me
I
more.
have seen the growth, my brother.
Okay.
Along with these, this has gotten,
Listen.
Wait, hold on, wait.
She got to go see.
What you mean by suspect?
I've heard that though.
What does suspect mean? They're like, you mean his character or what?
And the ideas he had on women, I think, and accountability. And we didn't really get into it, but from the edges of the things that he said, I thought he had some work to do.
Now, what you think about that?
Honest. That's honest.
Yeah,
that's
true.
very
True.
well. First of all, I mean, over these last years, as we've been dissected on so many of our episodes, honestly, we did have work to do. Judge, we grew up over here on the east side of Atlanta. From divorced homes, broken families. Didn't really see this whole family thing done the right way, and when it happens that way, you really start to normalize and believe a lot of lies.
Yep.
Normalize foolishness and believe lies, and it just becomes a part of you.
It does. If your community's doing it, if you're surrounded by it, if that's the only script you got, that's the one you read.
That's true. And, hearing that from you, of course, I take it seriously. And it's actually something, we run into our niches all the time, and just people who generally care about us. And the amount of time I've heard that is probably 9 times out of 10. They like, yo, Ryan, listen, I knew you had some goodness, some light in you, but you look like you was really going in the opposite direction. And it's crazy because when I think about that time of my life, like that's really what I was doing, women in particular, because I don't think men really evaluate, what their relationship is with the same sex, other men, right? And also with women. And at that time, when I really think about it, women, from my perspective, and I didn't know it then, were really the opposition. And a lot of what I was communicated was at the core of it, actually condemnation versus perspective. But these are things, of course, you learn, and we just so happen to be putting our lives and our perspectives and our opinions out there in front of, thousands of people. But growth is a real thing. And when you actually are growing up online, in front of people.
Which is what was happening.
Which was what was happening.
It still is happening.
It still is happening, right? Which is, big part of, who we becoming in the show itself.
Right.
But when you do that, hopefully you do that and people are able to see you grow versus seeing your destruction, because that happens too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And my mother used to always say, it would be one thing, if you were always right all the time and this and that, but you making that journey allows other people to make that journey with you. Often people do not hear you're wrong. What they hear is you start where they are and you slowly walk them home. So wherever you were walked home bit by bit, notion by notion, conversation by conversation, revelation by revelation, to a place that I think you're probably happier in.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's so beautiful. You know what? One thing I love about Judge Lynn though,
what's that?
Is that Judge Lynn is the kind of guest that if she ain't rocking what you saying, if you need to be challenged, she will be challenged. There was one point of the interview where she straight hijacked the interview and she started asking the questions.
I remember that, yeah.
Lano, can we actually play that moment, please?
We can definitely play that moment.
Everybody, let's go ahead and go back in time a little bit and watch that moment. Let's run that back.
This as well. Now, the problem is dating casually, it's a lot of BS that comes with that pool.
Mm-hmm. Hold on,
you're running into a lot of women that she either got to be.
It's live. Everything is happening, y'all, in absolute real time, y'all. So we're going to get it right. Yep. Yeah, it was somewhere around there, Lano, right? Yeah. Let's try that out right there.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
So what's going on with y'all? I mean, what's happening with the women down here? You must be doing all right. Hey, what are you finding? What are you seeing? What are you liking? What are you not liking?
I'll let Tysean. I'll let him take that one down first.
It's funny because a lot of it, before I even jump to the ladies, I'm going to start with myself.
Okay.
Because mainly, much of it has been me identifying what I want.
Okay.
Right? Because I think that's the most important thing. Because as long as I make a decision, regardless of all what's happening with the women out here, I truly believe that as soon as I make the decision to find a wife, I'm going to find her.
Mm-hmm.
very easily.
Right.
And I've dated women that have that potential, but the question is this something that I want to commit and pursue?
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember one of my mentors told me this. I asked him, how do I know I'm ready for marriage? And he asked me, he had a real, Socratic approach to the answer. He said, okay. He said, do you have problems that occur in your business? I said, of course I do. He said, what do you do when it happens? I said, I solve it. He said, what do you do when the solution you came up with doesn't work? He said, I create another one. He said, what if that doesn't work? He said, I'm gonna figure it out. He said, are you ever gonna throw the business away? I said, that's not even an option. I gotta figure this out. This is how I feed myself. There's no option to throw it away. He said, what happens when a problem occurs in your relationship with a young lady? I said, honestly, I think I probably need to get rid of this so I can lighten up the load.
Right.
And he said, as soon as you have that same mindset in business that you have with the women, you're not ready to get into a relationship.
Outstanding. That's great advice.
And see, I thought about that. And usually people give me this airy-fairy way to determine whether or not I'm supposed to be in a relationship. But that actually gave me something tangible for me to actually reflect on and be introspective, to think, wow, I'm not that committed to this part of my life yet. And until I'm ready to be that committed, I'm just going to be out here really dating casually and having to find women who also are on a casual basis. There we go. There we go. That was 20. What's the year on that, Lionel? Does it tell us?
Was that? Yeah. See what year was that? Was that 20?
That was 22.
2 years ago.
2022.
Wow.
Now.
That's crazy.
Judge,
that was fall 2022.
That was fall 2022. And as you can see.
No, that was December 2022.
That was December, winter.
Wow.
2022. Right now we are sitting.
I went home from Christmas from there.
I remember the story.
Died 4 days later.
I remember that. And right now we actually sitting in the winter of, this is fall. We're in the fall of 2025 right
just
now.
a couple months away. Yeah, it'll be the 3rd anniversary on that.
A couple months away. And it's so beautiful to see, you kind of, it's almost like these videos have almost become the journal of my life when I look back and see mentally of where I was and where I was thinking and how I was at this point in time. Because I don't know if you know what's going down over here in Harlem Initiated, but we actually singing a whole nother tune because things are a little bit different.
No, I pay attention. I know what's happening over there.
Oh,
now.
he said, you know what happened? Well, then you already know. Lionel, pull it up real quick. You already know. Your boy, we out these dirty streets. These nasty, stinking, dirty streets. We up out of them, Judge, all right? And,
congratulations.
When I think about, that conversation from then and now, that it was just a beautiful moment as I went back and I recently watched that episode, which is why I reached out to you anyway and really wanted to bring you on, because I appreciate, even you being introspective and even how that conversation proceeded, because it was those seeds over time. It was those small seeds that were planted over and over again in myself and the entire generation, believe it or not, because I don't even know if you know the impact that episode had. We can't even quantify the impact of millions of people hearing sound advice that they didn't get from the generation ahead. The way you say, my mama told me this, that whole episode, a lot of people don't have wise information where they can say, my mama taught me this, my uncle taught me this, my grandma taught me this. And the whole vision of Hardly Initiated, I feel like that moment, entire episode, was almost symbolic of what we wanted this show to represent. It was almost completing the gap. Hardly Initiated represents us not being initiated into manhood, us not being initiated into womanhood. So Judge Lynn Toller, whom we and everyone else have respect for, pouring into my generation and everyone else alike, literally is the example and the vision we have from the get-go when we launched it. So I just want to honor you in this moment, Judge Lynn, and thank you for, just pouring into us when you did.
Well, you can't thank me. I can't thank you enough, because that video in the first 6 months after he died was the only time I was okay. I watched it every day because I felt like he was still here, because we talked about him the entire time. I mean, there wasn't nothing else to say except how wonderful this cat was. And I didn't know I was going to lose him. But every time I watch that, I feel like he's still here. You know what I mean? And I'm still excited about it. He's been gone a minute, but I'm still excited about it.
Wow. Incredible.
You know, honestly, it's so crazy to hear you even speak this way, because I really want to have that kind of impact on a woman. Mm-hmm. You know, like for like the way he that impression he left on you, where you singing this tune as strong as you did 3 years ago when he was here to now, me talking to you now. That's, listen.
Strong.
Where I'm from, we call that a real nigga.
Hey, that's a fact. The real thing. Oh, that brother was something.
Oh, my.
He walked on to a D1 school and started. In University of Cincinnati, he was just a bad dude from beginning to end.
Man, I love
all
that.
of it.
Man. So, I mean, I'm just looking at, I just pulled up some of the comments on this thing, man. She has so much grace and wisdom. She needs a podcast. I only want to hear her speak. Right? Bless this woman. She just explained being a wife and being a woman to a man in under 2 hours. She understands what she's doing. Judge Lynn is the epitome of what a woman should be. Such poise and wisdom.
Agreed.
Yeah, just incredible.
Well,
I mean,
y'all make the sister feel good. But you know, I had a podcast. I started one called Feeling on Purpose. But I was still grieving and was unable. I could do 9 episodes and no more, because it takes you a couple of years to find your legs. And, you know, I've almost found them. So.
Well, listen, I'm going to be honest. I'm looking at you now, and I remember that episode we had that we released the last time. And I remember, you know, texting you afterward, and I was like, it was such raw emotion in that episode. It was so much raw emotion. And I said, Judge, listen, if you don't want me to put this out, let me know. And we could do it all over again. Just let me know. We don't have to. And you was like, run it.
You were very nice about that. Because I blubbered like a 2-year-old, and you were like, look, we ain't gonna lay out there like that if you don't want us to see it. And then I got mad at you about your shirt.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
You did.
I remember that.
You did.
Wow.
Hey, man, let me tell you, y'all better
just trying to change the subject.
y'all got to go back and watch. If y'all don't know what we talking about, go back and watch it. It's the 4-year reunion. So right now, it's a very nostalgic episode right now. Let me ask you this, Judge. Because while I got you here, because we're going to keep this show going. We got a fun show coming up. Y'all better stay tuned. We got some big surprises coming up all throughout the show. But I want to ask you this. Right now, you see where we at right now in this point in our lives. If you can give us whatever gem of wisdom is on your heart right now that you think we might need, whatever nugget that you feel moved to give, for me and Ryan right now in this season, what would you say to us?
Always remember that the success notwithstanding, the beauty is at the crib. And when you walk into your house, it's a sanctuary, especially when you get married, it's a sanctuary for the two of you. And it took my husband and I a while to figure that out, how it is. You have to make a decision to leave that world outside. And because this was the country Mumford Toller. And in the country Mumford Toller, nobody could come in without a visa. And we weren't giving none of those out. And you can't irritate. This was home. This was comfort. You make it a place of peace. I sit on him in a certain way. He knows I got a problem he needs to solve. You work it like a job. And the harder you work, the better it pays.
Watch this. Now, first of all, it's always a gem. I could just throw those at Judge Lynn all day long. She gonna slam dunk them. Watch this, Judge Lynn. One of my favorite things about Hardly Initiated, though, is that people obviously see me and Ryan. We on camera. People see us all the time. I'm proud of you guys. This and this been happening. But what they don't see are the people who are literally evolving behind the cameras, that are actually growing and their lives are changing. And we see that quite often, because thank you for everybody that's ever sent us a DM, an email, everybody a part of this community. Even if we haven't been able to have the capacity to reach back out to you, I love you and I appreciate you. And what I want to do is even showcase a little bit of that today.
Let's do it.
Because
some initiate love.
Some initiate love. Because I literally, just a few days ago, I got a text message that moved me. There was a brother that I literally met a few years back. And I met him and his lady. And, you know, they've been going through some real things, you know, over these past years. And he's talked to me about how the show has impacted his relationship and, you know, some of the conversations and the introspection he's had. But I got a text. I haven't heard from him in a long time. I got a random text. And this is what the text was of. Lionel, can we play that, please?
Bring them out. Bring them out. Kind of song, man. Stay in tune. Stay in tune. Stay in tune.
The day I met you, I told you I prayed and I hated you so hard. I prayed and I hated you hard. The spirit that you was gonna have, to the loving soul that you was gonna bring with me, to everything that I was gonna want in a spouse. I told you the first night I met you that you was gonna be my wife. I proposed to you at karaoke on the stage in the middle of people that I never even met.
Man, let me tell you something. Big shout out to my brother Anthony Parker.
That's incredible.
Anthony Parker is actually right now backstage. What I want to do is bring Anthony Parker on stage right now.
Anthony, where you at, bro?
Anthony, where you at, my brother? How you feeling? How you living?
Congratulations.
How you feeling, bro?
Man, amazing, man. I appreciate the opportunity to actually come in and speak and show how much y'all poured into my transformation, man. And just thank you all, man. Tysean and Ryan, y'all been a big part of introducing me to people like Judge Natola and a lot of other great men like Will Jackson, Ezekiel Zanwu, and other men. Man, I really appreciate it. It's made a big transformation for me.
Man, we appreciate you. I remember meeting you in person, and he was talking about how serious he was about, you know, making changes and continuing, you know, investing into this relationship. And it's crazy, you know, because we don't often get, you know, because we met you in person. So, of course, you know, was able to reach out personally to Tysean. But you know, the level of transformation, man, just seeing that, you know, and I'm seeing Tysean it's just crazy, man. Like, you know, it's got me excited. You know what I mean? Yeah. Facts. And it's got everybody trying me up too, by the way. Every time they talk to Tysean, they're like,
congratulations, Tysean! Ryan, when your ass getting married.
Exactly. But the reason I even, you know, bring this up is because just seeing brothers getting engaged and married and being excited about it, excited about sharing the news, excited about, you know,
building
sharing the transformation,
family.
Building a family. It's incredible. And, you know, because I think sometimes you forget that, you know, doing the right things and building family and being a responsible man is cool. You can forget because all these other things can look cool at the moment. So shout out to you, man, and what you and your wife is getting ready to do, or your fiance now getting ready to do.
Yes, and I got Judge Lynn here, so I want to capitalize on the fact that we have her here and her wisdom in the room, because you see a brother here. I think y'all been dating before you guys got married. 3 years now, right, Anthony?
Yes, sir.
It was 3 years. Y'all engaged. When was the engagement? When did it happen?
This past Sunday. Leaving Will and Ezekiel's event.
Crazy.
Wow. So this past Sunday, leaving Will and Ezekiel's event. And
this is not a paid actor, y'all.
This is not a paid actor.
This is real transformation.
This is a real brother right here. And Will and Ezekiel, they've really been on the show. All this is like in the ecosystem. Can you please go ahead? See, he got a real family. It's a dog and everything, right?
No, that's my dog.
No,
I'm sorry.
No, listen, he just saying happy birthday. It's an anniversary episode.
Yeah. The show just turned 4 years old. He said happy birthday. Judge Lynn, speak to this brother. I'm gonna throw you that same alley. You got a brother who literally just got engaged this past Sunday. What do we tell a brother like this to be able to help him best transition into the season?
Best thing we ever did was go to a marriage counselor to talk and take some tests about who we were. He told us about ourselves and how each one of us was compatible with the state of marriage itself, not necessarily with each other. So we knew every problem, and the brother called every problem that we had. And you never get to stop talking about it. Mm-hmm. Never, ever get to stop talking about it. And you should have a place in your house. We got a place in our house where we can't yell, we can't fuss, we can't curse, and we have to hold each other's hand, and especially when things are funky, and have somewhere to go where your body temperature, your body placement, your environment brings all of that down. Because it's you and her against whatever that problem is.
Mm.
You know?
That's so good
Gotta
right
get
there.
the right team together.
The advice I've been getting over the podcast, man, we actually did premarital counseling before we even did the proposal.
There you go.
First
because it might not have been a good idea.
In the first place. In the first place.
That's facts. That's fact. I did the same thing, brother. We doing it in here. And I love to see it, man, because I always saw myself as a husband and a father. Like that was always, I knew that was going to happen because when I thought of even how I grew up, the men that took me into their homes, the men that I always look up to, the men that always had the capacity to pour into me like I was theirs, they were husbands and fathers. So I understood that it was just something different about the brothers that took that role on. It's like they had a different mind. You know, they the idea of being a father, typically, especially when you really a father, it even expands beyond your home. And even as a husband, you know, the verb of husband means to economically be resourceful with how you take care and be responsible with what you have, to husband. And you know, we seeing brothers like at scale, because right now, man, especially with the community that we have, brothers who are stepping up into the highest level of roles and leadership in our community is such an absolute need that it's a blessing here for us to sit down and not just celebrate 4 years on a platform, but celebrate the woman and the woman who's helping us get there, as well as the brother who's actually receiving the wisdom and transforming and stepping up in our community. So much love to you, Anthony. I wanted to make sure we celebrate you here. Please send us over your shipping address, bro. I want to bless you and your wife with everything we got. We're going to send y'all some bracelets, some Renew the Mind journals, as well as the Harley and Love cards. We're going to give y'all all we got. All right. So we're going to go ahead and send it over to you guys because I'm really excited to see you.
Congratulations. Best of luck.
Thank you for everybody, and I appreciate all the prayers and all the guests you put on and the books. This book, I didn't have a book cabinet. I got books off of all of your people that came on. It's probably every book that they got. That's where I got them at, man.
Yeah! Incredible. Where your fiance at? Where she at?
Man, she's in Dallas. She's on the show right now. She's on the show, but she's in Dallas right now.
Shout out to you, wifey. Shout
out to her, man. I wish we had her on there. Yeah, because this is legendary. Listen, y'all gotta play this at the wedding. This is lit. This is lit. We need to get her in here real quick, get a little screenshot. We got a little premarital from Judge Lynn.
That's a little premarital from Judge Lynn.
I'm pretty sure she's on here. She'll probably chime in the messages, but she's definitely I appreciate it.
Man, listen, we love you guys, man. I love Judge Lynn. I absolutely love you. I always will. Anthony, I'm so proud of you. And anything you need, you can always contact me. Y'all, we got some big things coming up here. This is the 4-year anniversary special on Hardly Initiated.
Congratulations.
All right, so we got some more surprises coming up. Thank you, Judge Lynn, for carving us out your time here today. It was so good to see your beautiful face.
I love you guys. I love hearing from you. Tysean, whenever you just pop up in my emails, my messages, I just enjoy it. Thank you for everything. Best of luck, and best of luck to you too.
Yo, I rock with Judge Lynn.
I didn't mean to leave you out. Best of luck to you too, but you don't have a current.
Make me feel good.
Yeah, see that last.
Y'all take care.
You too. We love you.
All right, I love you back. Bye-bye.
Later.
Man.
Y'all listen.
Judge Lynn is dope. It's so funny because she gonna come on and try you up,
Absolutely.
and school you up.
Right.
So yeah.
She said, I love you so much, Ryan, but I thought you were suspect.
right.
That is beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Hey, first off, man, shout out to everybody. Y'all know for the 4-year anniversary, the entire Harley.
Happy birthday, y'all, my friend.
Yeah. The entire store, y'all, is 30% off, okay? So go ahead and get that. Type in code 4 years and you get 30% off of everything in there.
Use that code, guys. We done laid it out for you in the description. Everything in the store, so you can get the Renew Your Mind journal, the Fight the Flesh bracelet like this one I'm rocking right here, and you can get your Harley in Love dating card. So when you hit those dating streets, all for 30% off. You can listen, and we didn't put no limits on it, so you can buy the whole store. But the important thing is to get it while it lasts, guys, because there's some changes and some big things that we are about to announce just shortly. So please go ahead and do that before it's too late.
Absolutely. And we got to move through the show, y'all, because we got a lot of things happening here. Yep. In fact, man, with 4 years, y'all see it, man. It's been laughs. It's been cries. It's been, we blowing up the internet. It's all types of things going on. And what I want to do, because I want to show some love to the last 12 months with the all new Harley Awards. We want to award the absolute biggest. All right? The biggest episodes that we have had over these past 12 months.
Oh,
if y'all ready, say ready in the chat right now.
Listen, please say ready in the chat. And I've been waiting for this for a long time. Guys, like I said, stay tuned because we still got some special guests, some big surprises. And, of course, we're going to let y'all know, is this truly the end of Harley Initiated? So big news to come.
Yes, sir.
But this is the thing. I've been wanting to do this for a long time.
What's that?
To just sit and chill with a popcorn at and watch some episodes with the Initiates. I've been wanting to be a part of this, the watch party, for a long time. So now we actually get to do that. So I'm happy about that.
Because what we're going to have here, for each candidate here, we went through, let me tell you, the past 12 months, we had a good time. We picked out some categories here. The very first category that we're going to go here is most controversial, okay? If you think you know the most controversial episode, okay? If you think you know the most controversial episode, I want you to drop it here in the chat. We're going to go to the most controversial moment we've had in the last 12 months here on Harley Initiated.
But this is the thing. We had a lot of them, so we had quite a few nominees. We had, and this one was recent. Y'all remember in July, Tiffany Montgomery pulling up on us.
Oh, man.
And this was when the beef was happening, like high peak beef. Peak beef with Eric Mason and the Perrys. Y'all remember that one? So that was peak beef. So that was definitely a nominee. Now, y'all probably remember this one too, because this one was important when we went over it. We had the Hebrew Israelites.
Oh man.
Y'all remember?
Oh my God.
That was crazy.
They was crazy.
That was crazy.
They just off the chain with the Christians versus the Hebrew Israelites.
Somebody said they're talking about the witch episode.
Now come on. First off, let me tell you something. The witch episode didn't happen within the past year. So these are all within the past year.
So we went back 12 months on this.
Yeah.
But that's a good one though. That's a good one.
We only went back since last September, October. So the witch episode does not make that because that was almost 2 years ago. And by the way, we had to pay up some. First off, we should have raised money for that because how much do we have to pay out?
I think we paid.
Can we even share how much we had to pay out?
I don't know.
It was like 20 bands.
It was a lot of money.
It was like 20 bands. We had to pay out like we got sued by a witch.
We got sued by a witch. We got sued by a witch.
Hey, first off, because she knows she could.
No, it was like 10 bands. It was like 10 bands. Like,
lawyer, attorney's fees, plus settlement.
Fees.
Okay. Now retainer. Okay. Now this is the thing. She couldn't. She already knew she had no chances spiritually. Okay, because God had us held locked down. So when the hexes and the voodoo and the witchcraft didn't work, she had to go to the courts. Now the courts they gonna do what they do.
Now honestly, she didn't even win that. We just didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah, it was a headache. It was a headache.
Settlement.
So anyway, so that wasn't a part of it.
So let's go ahead. I actually want to get back to this one here. So
we're not gonna
let's
do the
go
nominees
ahead.
then.
This is the first, or the biggest and most controversial over the last year. Go ahead and run it, Lano.
Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest.
All right, and I want to pray real quick if you don't mind.
Let's go.
In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. Strengthen me and guide me. Allow God to speak through me. Allow it to electrify the room and remove all dusty demons from the table. All praises due. Amen and amen.
So when you getting up there?
All praises due to God.
But see, here's the key. No. Here's the key.
Now he want to change the word of God.
Nope. Don't overtalk me. You don't have to look to women to provide for them, because if you're naturally that, if you're raised up in the admonition of your father, which is what God has ordained for you to do, you don't have to worry about that. That's naturally in you. And so, yes, absolutely, she should be purposeful. And her purpose at that time could be raising the children, depending on if y'all got children. Her purpose at that time could be out there and bringing in resources because she's learning a new skill that can then translate into the company that y'all build together. It's a lot of nuance.
Can you read it again? Because I don't know
I didn't see anywhere in that
Where'd
scripture
you learn your English?
where it said that Adam was there while she was having a conversation.
I understand you don't like to be proven wrong. I got you.
We gotta have one
I didn't see
mic.
that.
Man. That was it right there. I seen Angela. Angela was the only one in there.
What Angela say?
That got that thing right.
Yeah, that was good.
She had guessed it there. You was right on, Angela. And let me tell y'all, if y'all was rocking with us since then, see, we have put out so much content. It's hard to keep up with the catalog, y'all.
So, but we gonna get a lot better at the catalog now, though.
We're gonna get a lot better. But when I tell you that was absolutely
incredible,
unequivocally one of the biggest, most controversial moments that Hardly Initiated has had over the last 12 months, man.
Listen, I remember like, before the show.
They didn't even see before the show.
Was the show. I know we watched the show just now, but before the show was the show.
They was not faking on camera, by the way. They was consistent with that energy from the time they walked into the studio.
Man, from when they walked in, man, they was at each other's neck. It was like, they talking about kids, how good their kids doing.
Anton comes to the table. No, actually, Yada's like, so what you do for a living, brother? What you do for a living? And Anton, he starts stunting. Anton, I buy some buildings. I got some real estate. I'm building a media company, I'm buying up Detroit. Okay. Yada, okay. Well, I just bought a complex out in Africa. And we doing some mining. We buying some gold and some silver. That's what we doing in Africa. We buying buildings. So I'm talking about when I tell you.
Yeah, they was going nuts with each other.
We was literally hitting the bell to go ahead and stop before it even popped off.
And they all, both of them living good lives. You know what I mean? Families is doing great. They getting money. Business is doing great. Wives is doing great. So, but it was really dope to see that.
It was incredible, man.
But let me tell you though, I remember the prayer. Because I remember calming down, right? Because I'm like, this show is about to be insane.
Yeah.
And I remember cooling down. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me get
in prayer mode. Get in prayer mode.
And when he dropped the Dusty
Demons.
Yo, let me tell you, I tried my hardest to maintain focus. I could not. I was like, man, let me not. I don't know what's gonna happen if I start laughing at this right now. So that was crazy.
Yo, Yada came ready, man. So big shout out to Anton and Yada, man. We got some special for y'all. All right, so
let's keep it rolling.
They won the most controversial, biggest, and baddest.
Shout out to Cover Girl. Shout out to Cover Girl. She says, and we know Cover Girl. Shout out to you. She says, what it do, fam? And shout out to Janelle. Shout out to Aurelie. Shout out to everybody in the chat. And shout out to all the people chiming in on these Harley Awards. But what's the next one? What we got?
The next one we got, all right, we got the biggest. We go into the biggest and most viral moment that we've experienced over the last 12 months. The most viral.
Yeah, I like that one. Now, y'all already know we done went dumb viral.
Yeah.
We done went dumb viral. I mean, I'm trying to think about a few that we had. Rotimi. You remember Rotimi?
That was big.
He went viral talking about, him, his wife and kind of the spirituality aspect of the music industry. DMX, the DMX conversation that we had with his ex-wife, Tysean Simmons. Oh man, and I didn't even expect that to be so, just pronounced, and incredible. But it was a powerful testimony that went crazy. Rich Lorenzo,
huge.
Rich Lorenzo when he was talking about the churches you should stay away from.
Oh yeah,
in Atlanta.
Oh yeah,
And
big
Richard,
episode.
Richard, he a brother on the inside.
Yeah, facts.
He came in.
Right. First of all, he married his sister.
He did.
He really liked that.
Shout out to Richard Lorenzo. We got to get him back. But it was some incredible, nominees for this one. So it was very difficult. So I'm curious to know what y'all think is the most viral moment and what actually won. So
absolutely,
drop in the chat
Let's drop
whatever
that
you think is the most viral moment. We're gonna show it here right next.
Let's go ahead and drop it, Lano.
Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest.
Prior to this marriage, you were having a homosexual lifestyle?
Yes.
And how deep were you in it?
When I was 8 years old, I was hanging out at one of my family members' houses, and they had the show RuPaul's Drag Race playing on the TV. And so that was my introduction to homosexuality. Before going into my senior year of high school, I ended up getting into a down low secret homosexual relationship with two males who later on planned to transition to females. And because I grew up in a Christian home, I was just thinking to myself, I was like, let me go back to my roots. Maybe what I'm missing in my life is Jesus.
Do you feel like pornography is dangerous in that way, where it could influence your attraction and pull you into or pull somebody who is heterosexual into a homosexual lifestyle?
But if pornography is that powerful to change someone's orientation, the question would be then, why would heterosexual pornography not encourage or beckon homosexual people to change their orientation?
So if you're watching pornography or you're exposed to that pornography, you're inviting spirits in.
And I would say this, there is no such thing as a gay Christian. The same way you cannot claim yourself to be a fornicating Christian or a murdering Christian. You cannot claim an identity of Christ and an identity of the devil at the same time.
Yo, hey. That boy Rashad Vermey came with the absolute smoke, and that's why he here is going to get most viral. Rashad, we got something special for you,
that
okay?
Was a clip. I think that probably got over 1 million views by now.
Easily got over 1 million views.
That was, first off, the chat. The amount of times people don't drop gay pastors in the chat is crazy, because that is literally what the name of that episode should be. Because if you typed it, first off, that was last November, right?
Something like that.
If you went on the internet on YouTube last November and you typed in G, and you typed in G, gay pastors, what's gonna pop up? That's how viral that episode was. Like, it was nobody, even to this day, there's nobody we run into that they're like, yo, listen, that episode was crazy.
Oh, no, facts.
How did Marcus somebody called Marcus Roger. How did he let us convince him to get on that episode?
No,
That's crazy.
Marcus is gangster.
He's just a thug.
Marcus
He's
is
a thug.
absolutely gangster right here.
But
we got a new sound. Tell me if y'all like this sound, y'all.
He's so silly. But again, Rashad Vermey, man, I am delivered. Truly delivered. Came on Cast of Demons, and William Horn also was one of the pastors in there, and I forgot my brother. The second name of the brother in there.
Oh my God, I forgot.
It was
too.
just
I'm so sorry, man.
It was so long ago.
But listen, thank y'all for coming on and being great sports, man, and like
them.
really allowing us to have that hard conversation. Because while everybody, are condemning y'all, I get it. We need to have those conversations, because a lot of people all over the place was able actually to get some real great perspective, especially the people in the lifestyle.
Yeah.
The people who were straight, they was just ready to call people gay in there, right?
Oh, they were just ready to turn up with pitchforks and
absolutely.
Yeah.
Which I get it, but
Right.
everybody, it was actually some people that needed to have that conversation, and that's what Hall Initiate is for. We ain't not running from no smoke. All right.
And first off, we gotta have a conversation. That's the thing. And I did get a lot of perspective from that conversation. And I just appreciate us for being able to open to have that kind of conversation. But it's crazy because, Hard Initiate is a different kind of show, okay? Because I say, you would not believe this, but it's true. Is people as gay as a strawberry donut or whatever you want to say, and that watch that episode and will come to me and Tysean and be like, I love y'all, and I love that episode. And I love y'all, and I love the episode.
Absolutely.
And I know that person got a boyfriend and a girlfriend.
No, facts.
Facts. But it just shows that, you introduce people to this thing, it's the conversation starts, the wheels start turning, and wherever they at, cool. But transformation does take time. You literally have to chip away at it.
Seeds planted, baby.
Yeah.
Seeds planted.
So we ain't hating, we educating, and we bringing the conversation to the culture for sure. That's
Absolutely.
One thing. With that episode, that's exactly what we did.
Let's hit 3 on this one.
Let's hit 3.
Yeah, just 3 on this. It's
Okay.
It's 8:03.
Okay,
I want to move through this one here. So
Okay.
I want to go to most transformational. Lano, that's cool.
That's
I want to hit most transformational because
Man, okay, we gotta go. We
I
gotta
got
go.
my people moving through here.
Whoa. We should hit the most hilarious,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You want to hit most
Most
hilarious?
hilarious.
Honestly, because we have to hit, because it's gonna be a bunch of transformation coming from this show alone.
Okay.
So we got to hit the most hilarious, just because because that's a small guys. This was a detour. That's why we have to bring this up.
Okay.
So we had a lot of hardly initiated clips and nominees for this one. But if you guys remember, last December 2024, we took a bit of a detour. Tysean and I, along with Delano, established a whole new, brand new YouTube channel, Hardly in Love, where we took a brief segment from Hardly Initiated and the dating card product and turned it into an entire virtual dating experiment. And over the course of 10 episodes, we grew that channel to 5,000 followers or 5,000 subscribers, and we the lovers, 5,000 lovers,
Right.
lovers in the chat, 5,000 lovers and 1,200 lovers on average in the chat live by that last episode.
If you was a lover, I want you to see drop lover in the chat just so I can see.
And
how
I
many
love
people
my
here.
lovers.
Yeah.
Because we used to have a great time. But
Great time.
The thing is, it was a detour. The reason why I say it's a detour is because what we realized is that the person who rocks with Ryan, Tysean, Hardly Initiated is a dynamic person. It's a lot of facets to them. And dating is very much so a part of that. So we're going to figure out how to bring the Hardly in Love concept to Hardly Initiated. But let's go ahead and roll the clip for the most hilarious.
So, but before, just even for context, okay, because these brothers here that we're about to play the reason this moment was so hilarious. The goal, by the way, was to really find some matches in the community. So many people complaining they can't find this person and that person.
Right.
So we had some brothers up here, and these were both men of God. Okay, and they both were very serious about only finding a woman of God.
So many lovers in the chat.
And all types of women would literally pop up on this show. And it was a moment where we really saw what the brothers was trying to get down with. And this was one of the funniest moments we've ever had. Go ahead and play it, Lano.
Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest.
Be honest, it's hard for me to focus and look at this at the same time.
I'm over. Hey, you're supposed to ask the question. I'm scrolling the IG. I can't do two things. Ask the question.
Let me follow the script. Okay, and do you have a height preference for the man you date?
God.
And then what about your deal breakers? You got anything that's just like absolutely not?
Someone that doesn't want to grow. Absolutely not. If you're stagnant, no.
I didn't ask my man Chucky either. Why? What made you interested here, brother?
But energy.
Okay. Chucky, give me some more than that, brother. Give me some more than that. It's the energy.
Definitely. I mean, I find her attractive, but I mean, it's the energy. But
well, our detective determined that was a lie.
In my world, if I can have someone that
all right, pause it right there. We good.
Hey,
we good.
That's the yo.
Oh my goodness.
That
man.
by far was the most hilarious moment in the entire 4 year
Let me tell you, a man who says he a man of God, you put a big booty in front of him, all of a sudden, I like her energy.
I like her energy. And shout out to Chuck and Bree, man. Chuck and Bree, they were just great sports. And everybody who joined us on that show, guys. But look, it's tons of lovers in the chat. So that just shows you how much support that platform got. But look, Hardly Initiated, it's all one. We gonna bring it. So y'all just get ready for it. We doing some dope things. But yeah, I just could not stop laughing. I felt so bad about that because it was just so freaking funny.
You know what?
And so many people in the chat knew that was the moment.
They did.
They knew. Shout out to T. Marie.
They 100% knew because that was one of the moments. In fact, let me tell you, All right, I'm gonna just play all of these because I just really want to I don't even want to shortchange y'all on how we prepare for this show, because this most transformational moment that we selected is actually linked to why we started this show in the first place. Because the ladies, y'all was having problems, and when we dropped this episode here, the emails, the DMs, the way this moved on every single platform shook everything. Lionel, play the biggest, the most transformational moment of the last 12 months. Let's run it.
Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest.
There is a woman who comes into the church world. She is saved by God. And before she's saved, her standards are very low. She starts reading her word. She starts praying. And the closer you get to the Lord, your heart is going to be transformed, because he is a consuming fire. You cannot get close to fire that don't burn you. And what that does, because the culture is largely unsaved, it automatically shrinks the pool of men that are candidates for her. Singleness is not a curse, and marriage is not the promised land. And so, yes, I think her struggle is glorious and it is divine. I want to say it's not unfortunate. We just want to pray for that sister that by God's grace, if it be God's will, she'll find a man that will rise to the level of her standard. God is more concerned about my holiness than my happiness. He's more concerned about my character than my comfort. And so this is us learning how to, watch this, live well and suffer well.
Hey.
Yeah. First of all, we definitely getting demonetized for that right there in this episode. But when our boy brought it back, big shout out to our boy Mark. When he showed us that, I said, we're going to run it. I don't care if YouTube like it or not.
Right.
But if y'all remember when Philip Anthony Mitchell hit it, let us know. That was actually the last one. And I know, listen, we told y'all, last live show.
And shout out to him, by the way.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, he is who he say he is, at least when he came in the studio.
Oh my goodness.
He came in straight up all black. He had the soldiers with him. They was in all black.
The soldiers
And
ready.
when he was talking, remember he was talking about wringing out the rag? I was just like, man, this man making fighting sin so cool. I'm like, I'm ready to wring out my rag right now. Get all that sin about you. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
No, that's facts, bro. He just really got that conviction about it, man. It's beautiful to see, man. We need it as a culture right now today in 2025. And let me tell y'all, first of all, I see the chat lighting up. So most of y'all have in here are familiar with that episode. Absolutely most transformational. Big shout out to all of the people who won the biggest in the Harley Awards this year, 2025, for the 4-year anniversary. For those of you who want to know where we've been at, those of you who want to know who Harley initiated is over. We're going to let y'all know very soon. All right, just stay with us. We still got some dope things happening here and some surprise we got to let y'all know.
Everything in the store, all products, 30% off. All you got to do is type in 4 years, 4 YEARS to get 30% off. Doesn't matter how many you order 100, which we have had multiple people to do. But if you want to do that, 30% off the entire store. Get it now while it lasts, because I'm not sure they'll make it to the episode. But let's keep it rolling.
Absolutely. First of all, man, big shout out. We got Jeremy Anderson in the chat. Big shout out to my brother J.A. in the chat right now.
Hey, J.A.
We got some real legends in here right now.
Listen, legend, and he's still blowing up. It's crazy.
And he's still blowing up. He's still doing his thing, still changing the world, still walking the purpose. It's always beautiful to see. Let me tell you what I want to do in celebration to this monumental moment is, it's funny that the brother was actually brought up here, but I really want to bring in this next year, this 5th year right. And we got to do it the right way. In fact, I got a brother backstage, a powerful brother I want to introduce as we move into the next portion of the anniversary celebration.
Congratulations.
We got this powerful brother, Will Jackson, backstage. Can we please bring Will Jackson on the stage right now? Will, what's popping with you?
What up, Will?
How you feeling, brother?
What's up, family? How y'all doing?
Listen, I see you got I'm just already checking Will background out. I see you got the about to be best-selling book right there to the back left.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Prayer wins, baby.
Yeah,
hey,
come on.
First of all, we got the prayer warrior himself on the platform. If y'all know, man, if y'all really been rocking with HI, and by the way, if y'all hearing static, because I hear a little static in my headphones.
Yeah,
Drop
what's that?
static in the chat if you're hearing a little bit of static. We'll try to get that fixed. But what I want to let y'all know, it might be two because it happens when I think we bring people on the sound. So check that. But what I want to know, man, Will, I'm just so appreciative of you because every time you came on here has been so impactful. We just had the brother Anthony. I don't know if you've seen Anthony prior to you coming on here. He came on to showcase the recent proposal with him and his lady that happened after the event with you and Zeke. All right.
Come on, bro.
I met him at the event with you and Zeke. And that's just how y'all moving. Y'all really changing the world. And I just love having powerful brothers like you, in arm's reach to us and the people even that we serve here, our subscribers. What I want to do here, and it's the only way we could bring it in right, I want you to bless everybody watching the platform, everybody that is sitting here listening, ourselves, me, Ryan, and Delano, and all of the subscribers today and future that we have not even received yet, and just put a word over our platforms, put a blessing and a prayer over our platforms as we transition into this next year.
Absolutely, bro. So before we pray, let me just give y'all kudos, man, and celebrate you all for your incredible growth, for your transformation, man, and just the incredible work that you're doing. That you all have stood the test of time. You've gone into the fire. You've experienced hate. You've experienced all kind of ridicule, but you stood 10 toes down, man. So kudos to you. I celebrate you all. I celebrate your growth. You know, I love y'all, man, and super excited about what God is doing in your lives and through this platform, man. So let's pray. Heavenly Father God, we thank you for this opportunity to come before you. We thank you for 4 years, God, of just growth and continued transformation. God, I pray right now that even in this moment that you just continue to allow your spirit to just infiltrate the minds and the hearts of both Ryan and Tysean, that your glory will be revealed in everything that they say and they do. God, I just pray right now that you would just give them wisdom, give them knowledge and understanding. Allow your word to just be a lamp unto their feet, a light unto their path, that you give them strategy on how to impact the world, how to infiltrate culture, and allow your glory to be revealed in this platform, God. I pray right now that in everything that they do, even in their upcoming moves, God, that you go with them, God. Don't allow them to go without your presence. Don't allow them to go without your wisdom. Don't allow them to go without your strategy. Allow your hand to lead them and guide them, God. I pray against any attacks that would try to infiltrate, to try to divide, to try to deter or destroy what you're doing in their hearts and in their lives, God. I pray that you would just continue to allow supernatural transformation to continue. And I pray, God, that even those who are watching this show and who will watch, God, that who even tune in for moments of peace, who are looking for opportunities to escape even the hardship of their life, God, let this show be a light, God, that they would experience peace and joy, and that your power would infiltrate them even through their screens, even through their telephones, their TVs. God, allow your power to just be made known. I speak peace over everyone who has internal turmoil within their hearts and in their minds, the waves of their situation that keeps trying to crash against their thoughts, crash against their identities, God. I pray that you just allow peace to saturate their hearts and their minds. God, even in this moment, God, I even feel, God, that anxiety would be broken, God, and that you would just order your peace over your sons and daughters, God. Peace in their minds, peace in their hearts, peace in their finances, peace in their relationships. God, allow peace to be made known, God, and that your glory would just continue to just lead us in all manners of truth, God. We just thank you for what you're doing in this show. We thank you for what you're doing in the lives of those who will watch this. And let this be a catalyst, God, for just continued supernatural growth within the culture, God, that you would just allow your glory to be seen. And as they lift you, your word says that if you be lifted up, you would draw all men unto yourself. So help them to always give the show, give the props, give the honor back to you, God, for gracing them to do what you've called for them to do. And I pray even special supernatural blessings, God, even on their relationships. God, I thank you even for the marriage, God, of Tysean. I thank you that divorce would not be an option, that you would fortify his relationship, that you would just allow your spirit to just infiltrate in all aspects, cover them and keep them, God. Order their steps. God, give them wisdom in this season, God. Give them understanding of how to operate in who you have called and created them to be. I bind up the plan of the enemy for their lives, for their purpose, for their relationships, for their finances, for this show. And for everyone that is watching, God, I pray that you just allow your glory and your peace and your love to be made known to these your sons and daughters, that they would hear your voice, that they would not harden their heart, God. And even the things that try to keep them away from you, God, draw them unto you, God. As you draw them into your presence, that they will experience, because in your presence, there is fullness of joy. At your right hand, there are pleasures forevermore. So keep us in your presence, God, and allow your love to be made known. Thank you for what you're doing now, what you've started here. In the mighty name of Jesus the Christ, we do pray. Amen.
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 I am delivered.
Thank you so much for
Big
that.
facts.
Thank you
Big
so
facts.
much for that, Will, man. I'm always feeling blessed after one of your prayers, man. There's something different about it.
Got that
There's something
strength to
different.
it.
It got that strength
Oh,
to it. Oh,
man.
man.
All good, bro.
Will, do me a favor. Please
Yeah.
call Ryan on his personal line and give him like a 30-minute one-on-one session, because Ryan's prayers are absolutely trash. All right, when I tell you,
Hey, don't do that. Don't do
listen,
that.
after Ryan pray, I don't think not one person got blessed after one.
Don't do that.
Ryan be like, all right, God, I think you.
Hey, well, you know what's
heartbeating
good
and,
about that, though, bro?
Amen.
You know, hey, you know what's so good about that, bro? It's because in the book Prayer Wins, it teaches you how to unlock the power of effective prayer. If you need to know how to approach heaven, if you want to learn how to pray with power, tap into the book. It's on Amazon. Ryan, I'm gonna send you a copy, bro.
Please, listen.
We're gonna
please.
link that. We're gonna link that in the description, y'all.
Yeah.
Because we all need that book. This brother here, what I love about he's a teacher, and these are the kind of brothers that I tend to lean to. They know how to teach the spiritual principle in a way we can literally and immediately apply it into our tomorrow and today. So that's why I appreciate you. You actually stopped in at the High Life and blessed us. And any way that I can always be a part of your journey, I'm going to support you. So much love to you, Will, man. Thank you so much, brother.
No.
Love y'all, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Will, listen, we love you. We proud of you too, man. And yeah, you definitely got to hook me up though, because I just dropped a prayer. What was it, a couple days ago?
Yeah.
And I was just so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. I was
Bro,
like, this.
I
this
got
is
you.
it.
I had to coach him up afterwards. All right, I had to coach him up.
Yeah.
So we go. Don't worry. I'm gonna get. We building a prayer
He
warrior
like,
over here.
don't be too hard on yourself, man. Don't be too hard on yourself, man. But hey, how about you pray before you come to this meeting next time?
I'm praying for Ryan prayers. All right. So I'm.
Hey, but listen. It's not about the quality of your words. It's about the sincerity of your heart. He hears you, Ryan. God hears
There you go. There you go. Thank you for that, man. Will, I love you, man. Get up out of here, man. Thank you so much.
Man, love y'all, man. Be
Love you
good.
too, bro.
I gotta
and
get-
listen, y'all know y'all gonna be seeing Will soon though, so we gonna have to hook that up.
Oh yeah, we gonna figure it out. I gotta get Will off here before we bring this champagne on the table, because we about to do a toast. Okay?
Get out of here, Will.
Get out of here, Will.
Get out of here.
You ain't got nothing to do with this. All right, matter of fact, let's go ahead and bring the brothers on.
Listen,
Let's-
shout out to Will Jackson.
Jeremy
and,
Anderson just popped up backstage. Bring
okay,
J.A. on the
bring
stage
J.A.
real quick while we get ready for the
Back-
toast
yeah,
here.
And listen, where J.A. at, man? We about to get it down with it. And shout out to Will again for joining us. Listen, we gotta tell Will to add a chain like that. One of them chains he got to the prayer next time. For me.
There we go. Hold on, let's see if we can hit
J.A.
Oh, wait.
What's up, J.A.? No, put your mic. Come on, man.
We brothers. We brothers.
Come on,
we brothers.
man.
We brothers. We
Bro,
brothers.
you ain't even shake it up.
Yeah.
Bro.
No. This expensive equipment, J.A.I. Unless you're going to pay for our next roadcaster.
Hey, Jay over there, he coming over there in HD. That man got that good camera over there.
Let me take care of my brother right here real quick.
Yeah, get that. Jay, how you feeling?
Man, blessed, man. Blessed, man.
It's the 4-year anniversary, Jay. You gonna toast with us?
Come on. I'm right here.
There we
I
go.
always got me a cup.
There we go.
That's dope.
There we go.
Pass that real quick.
He drinking holy water over there. I know.
I
he
already
ain't
know
drinking.
Jay. Get down.
Jay body is a temple. I seen him the other day. I'm like, he got more muscles from last time.
Hey, but you know he can't touch his throat because you know he got the speaker voice, so you know you gotta be deep.
Joe, I want to tell you, bro. Like, you one of those brothers early on that when we met you, like, it's special because some brothers just make being a good man cool, bro. Like, you make being a husband cool. You make being righteous cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some guys, and maybe I'm very judgmental, and I'm working on it. But when I see some brothers, I'm like, yeah, I get that you love God and everything, but you just seem kind of soft to me. You know, I can't see myself in you. I'm for real.
He's been there. First off, a lot of people think like that. A lot of people think like that.
I can't see myself in you. I don't want to. Like, you can't evangelize me, bro.
Yeah,
you know?
I get it.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I just don't really respect you like that. So early on, like, seeing and being around brothers like you, brothers like Will, was very impactful to how we were able to really grow and transform the platform, how you was able to seed our minds. Those seeds helped us seed other minds. And even the vision I have for myself, you know, I'm able to use you brothers, you know, as mentors along the way, and even models, you know, of manhood, which is just so vitally important for us to be able to have those at arm's reach, because you can quantum leap in your growth when there's brothers to the left and to the right of you that are really living this life that you need to be living. So it's just a blessing to be able to have you, brother.
Man, I'm glad to be here with y'all. Glad to see the growth. Glad to see the progression over the years. You know, when y'all first started the show, I was like, oh man, my young brothers is out here. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, wow. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, yo, God, like if you call me, you know what I'm saying, to go, then I'm gonna go. And I remember walking in, and I remember the experience we had, and I remember God was like, yo, pray for these brothers, you know what I'm saying? Cover them in prayer. And I was like, man, God, like they might think this weird, but one thing about me, y'all know I'm gonna be obedient to God, you know what I'm saying? And I remember the prayer, and I remember the charge, and I remember praying that God would give y'all increase and that y'all will grow. And bro, when I look up weeks later and months later, and then I began to see a shift. And I said, oh, they being used by God.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they really like sincere. They really like contrite heart. Like they really want to grow. They really on some, I want to be better. I want to do better. And y'all's level of authenticity, and then y'all's unashamed pursuit of God and having different people on. And this is what people needed. Listen to me, bro. Y'all, no disrespect, bro. Y'all started off on some, you know what I'm saying, raunchy, ratchet relationship stuff. And that's cool. Because y'all was really on some, bro, we trying to take initiative. We trying to figure it out. Like we just here.
Right.
And it was so organic. But as God began to prick y'all's heart, as the Spirit of God began to move on y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's like as y'all began to, seek, it's like others began to seek. And it's like you took hundreds of thousands of people on that journey with you. And I believe that God saw the sincerity of y'all's hearts, and God was like, oh, I can fool with them. Like I can trust them. You know what I'm saying? Because their hearts are so tender, they are so open, they transparent. You know what I'm saying? Like they really are seeking me, or they gonna find me. And all the other people, I'm going to bless them with influence. I'm going to bless them with the voice in the ear of the culture. I'm going to bless, because I need for the Jeremy Andersons and the Anthony Mitchells, you know what I'm saying? And the Tiffany Montgomerys, like I need for their influence to penetrate the cell phones, to penetrate the hearts and minds of people all over the globe. So I'm not surprised, bro, at the growth, because y'all was on some, you was open for it. I could have prayed for y'all, and y'all have been like, man, that nigga was on some weird stuff. But no, y'all was open, bro. I felt the sincerity of your hearts, and God was like, oh, I can bless that. Like, no, they got tender hearts. Like, they really do care about people, and they open. And I've seen I promise you, bro, I be talking to Crump, I be talking to Tim on the reg, and every time y'all come up, I'm like, man, I'm so proud of them boys. Oh, fuck, niggas right there. Like, I be so glad. You feel me? Like, I be so glad, like, man, like, because it's a balance.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I see y'all's pursuit of God. And then Tysean, bro, Playboy of the Year, messed around and got married. I'm like, I'm ready to go and do a double date with y'all, and my wife can get back today. Congratulations! Yeah, come on. To make sure, you know what I'm saying, that you on this side. Because I'm constantly growing, bro. I'm taking my wife down through there. She taking me down through there, but we still in a fight. We about to celebrate 16 years. It ain't be easy, but we've been growing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So anyway.
Congrats to you too.
Yeah.
So
listen. Hey,
with
Jeremy
this, first of all, that's why we got you. Oh wait. See, I poured it a little wrong.
What you do?
You You ain't really got nothing. It's just little suds in there. Go ahead.
It's all right.
Come on,
It's
go ahead.
okay.
We
It's
got you.
okay.
Because we're going to do a toast, y'all. I want
It's
everybody.
all bubbles.
All bubbles, man.
Man,
I want
let me tell
everybody
you,
to do this with
Jay
me,
got
y'all.
me turned up, though.
We're going to go ahead and get a toast in here, y'all. We got the prayer in. I just really want to use this moment as a true moment of gratitude and thanksgiving just to everybody that has poured into us, everybody that has been a part of this journey, everybody that has been blessed. Let's even go to the other side. Everybody that has hated, everybody that has doubted, everybody that has criticized us on the journey, because even that has strengthened us.
It does.
Even that has tested us and battle tested us to the place that we are at today. So blessings and toasts to 4 years.
Happy birthday, yeah, my friend.
All right. Yeah. And yes, thank you, J.A., for stopping by in your absolutely busy schedule. I love you,
Absolutely,
brother.
man.
And I'm going to let
Love
you go
y'all,
ahead
man.
and have
Proud
your
of
day.
y'all. Be blessed.
Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely,
man.
absolutely.
Man, that was a Jay. He just gets you ready to smash something.
Oh yeah, he get them halftime speeches.
Yeah,
it's them
yeah,
halftime
he turned
speeches
up,
for
he
sure. Like
turned
it gets you really ready to rock. We got the 4-year celebration popping, and we answering the hard questions tonight. Is Harley initiated over? Is the beef happening? Is the breakup going on? We're gonna actually figure that out here today. And you know what?
Can I just say
it's almost time to get to that. By the way,
I've been having a great time tonight. Yo, Lano, I love you, bro. Ty, I love you, bro.
Yeah.
This is incredible, man. It's crazy. It's been 4 years, bro. Let me tell you, it's still people from day one. They like, is Ryan still scamming? Yeah. is he still out there stealing people money? But
when
that's
was
just
you scamming?
No, that's the mindset that people had when I walked away from what I was doing prior.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
Anytime you walk away to something different, something unknown, people always gonna have it's just haters out there. They got this negative energy and vibe going on. But it's just crazy to come from that to what we're doing now, and to even have people like Will Jackson and Jeremy Anderson and Judge Lynn Toller and Anthony even to come on and be like, yo, I stand with what they stand on. I rock with them. This is a great representation. This is something I could support. This is somebody whose mission I could, contribute to. It's just incredible, man. We came a long way.
No, we absolutely did, y'all. And I know, a lot of you guys seen the thumbnail and came in here because you want to know what's going on with Harley Initiated. Where have those guys been? Is the show over with? Why have they been so consistent? And I want to talk about that right now, all right? Because I think a lot of us fall into this because the truth is, like many of y'all, we're very ambitious. And when ambition hits, you can push hard. Y'all, we talked about the detour of Harley and Love. Can you believe that at one point we were doing 4 live shows a week and it was only me, Ryan, and Delano wearing 1,000 hats?
Yeah, that was
I'm talking about
crazy.
waking up late, staying up late, waking up early.
We'll give them some context because we would have to come in a couple hours before the show
to
make
it
sure
was
we
2
pre-prep.
shifts. It was 2 shifts.
Correct. We would wake up, start work at 8 a.m. We would work till about 4, then turn around and come back to work at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And then the show starts at 8 p.m. And depending on how long the show would be, we might finish 10, 11, midnight. One night we finished like almost 3 a.m. We did that 6-hour stream.
That happens all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it would regularly happen.
Right.
And when I tell you, man, it broke us. And when I tell you, we realized something like you truly can't build a business bigger than you build yourself. You can't build anything bigger than you build yourself. And it was really the brokenness was really just a reflection of us. And during that sabbatical, y'all, we had to take back control. We had to get things back under wraps because that's what that was. It was a sabbatical. And we've hit these low points before. And we did what we typically go back to doing because it's usually always the same routine. It's the same thing that we leave that got us here, that you walk away from those things and you get broke again and you get back to it. Because what we had to do was, y'all, we started waking up early, getting our routines right. And it's something simple but powerful.
Yeah. It didn't all happen at once, though.
It didn't. It absolutely didn't.
You kind of had to build up. First, it was stop working because this is driving us nuts.
Yes.
Get out of Atlanta because this ain't the place to even think right now.
Absolutely.
And then it's like, okay, look, kind of getting a little sloppy body, kind of feeling fatigued when I'm not even working. You know,
Little
kind of feeling
unfulfilled.
unfulfilled, right? Everybody is saying congratulations on 500,000 subs. Congratulations on, 2-3 million views a month. Congratulations on your personal growth. And I'm like, I understand I'm doing all this. Why am I not happy about it?
Yeah.
And so little by little, you have to try to unravel things and figure things out. And first it started with, let's just get up early.
Yeah.
Let's just get up real early.
Get back to.
Right. Get back to.
Correct. Getting up real early. Get back to making sure we get back to reading the word.
Yep.
Get back to making sure we regularly exercise and take care of ourselves.
Yep.
Getting back to making sure that we regularly are praying.
With intention.
Getting back to doing all of these things. And you get back into that rhythm. You get back into realizing where you was wrong. And essentially, if you just let your ambition take you, your ambition in some ways will even take you away from God. Especially, how our days go, y'all. Many of us, we just get up, you grind, you have all these good intentions, and the day take you and nothing happens. And next thing you know, you fully separated.
Yep.
And that can happen to all of us. And that's why, if y'all are reading my shirt, this is something we really had to figure out.
Move your laptop.
Because here it goes. Because what we realize
I love that shirt.
is that when you literally just wake up, and if you can go ahead and just give God your first hour, right? Give God your first hour. That's really what we started to commit to and started to do. Reading, exercise, praying, and scribing. Getting our daily reps in is what we called it, which is what we got away from and what got us here in the first place. We get back to all of a sudden so much changes in your life.
Tremendous.
All of a sudden clarity.
Yep.
All of a sudden creativity.
Purpose.
All of a sudden purpose. All of a sudden connection. All of a sudden vision.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden fulfillment.
Yep.
All of a sudden faith.
Yeah.
All of a sudden anxiety gone. All of a sudden these things happening. And the funny thing is, because being convicted and waking up and giving your first hour is actually a pretty difficult task to do, because when you do it,
one of the hardest.
The results actually,
yep.
Because it's so radical, the results are radically fast as well.
Yep.
And when you pouring into yourself in that level, with that level of investment.
First off, for you, it's so funny. I told Ty, I was like, bro, for us to be doing this, you have to be nutty. And that's what I mean by this. You got to be ready for a radical change. You got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired. You got to know that God wants you for more. You have to know that you've been going into the wrong direction, doing the same things over and over again and getting the same result. You got to know that and be sure of that for you to even be open to waking up in the morning early. And then to give that not to Instagram, not to Facebook, not to TV, not to talk radio, not to NPR, the news, but to give that to God is a totally different situation.
100%.
And the truth is, when you give God your first, he's able to give you his best. Because the thing is, of course, you want to lean on God, the source, and he's always going to do his job. But let's give him something good to work with. Let's give him the full day, the full effort, the full energy. And when you do that, just change your life. And I think a lot of times you know that, but it's just hard, man. It's simple, but it ain't easy.
That's why, some versions, me and Ryan have been each other's community. And thankfully, we have community around us that can really wheel us into the consistencies and out of those low points, if you will, to really have that breakthrough and those levels of discipline where you hit stride and catch stride. And, over the last, to be honest, few months behind closed doors, we've really been building soldiers because we really convicted on this. We've been actually building a community, the High Life community, which formerly, by the way, has been closed in enrollment because we really invest in and pouring into the people that we have now so we can take care of our home first and build a firm foundation. But, the beauty
First off, it's so people didn't tell us how challenging it was to build a community because you actually got to invest quite a bit into it.
Yeah.
Because we not here just to be hanging out, freaking Friday. We here for transformation.
Yep.
And so the morning reps has been a part of our lives for some time now, and now we're opening up this formula that we've essentially created, open it up to the world, particularly our community, to help them transform their lives. But you want to talk about waking it up early with energy and attention. Going from confusion and dissatisfaction to living in purpose and being fully fulfilled. This is a complete mindset shift. It's so crazy because you can do it tomorrow and your whole entire situation change. You could be broke, busted, and disgusted with $10 in your bank account. You hit your morning reps tomorrow morning, you may have less money in your bank account and you feel great. Because you're committed to the actions that's going to change your life.
Yep.
And it literally starts that first thing in the morning.
Seek first.
Yeah.
And all those other things will be added. So essentially, we created a community that would even insulate us, the community that we needed, where when we fall off, we would have been insulated if we would have had it. And the beauty is tonight, what we actually going to do, because enrollment has actually been closed, is this is a celebratory night, because this is also what has been holding us back and what we've been really preparing and cooking up for the world. We are actually opening up the enrollment of the High Life to the entire community at this point. So let's go ahead.
At this very moment, it's a celebration. 4-year birthday, 4-year anniversary. Happy birthday, shout out to the High Life, baby.
Shout out to the High Life, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and drop that link. And what we want to do is, at this point, we expanding the High Life. So anybody and everybody that wants to be a part of it, wants to be a part of this change, wants to be a part of this transformation, want to break through to the highest levels of themselves, I want you to go ahead now. Ryan, you're going to drop that link in the chat. And we're going to put it in the description. If you're watching this on the replay, the link will be in the description as well as the chat for you to go ahead and be a part of the movement.
Just dropped it. Join the community. Guys, we got about 80 members currently in the community. The first 80, let me tell you something. They the founders. They really just registered and joined us off love because they had no idea.
We didn't even have a landing page.
They had no idea what they was getting into. So shout out to them for just believing in myself and Tysean and what we, can put together. And over the past 4 months, we've, did all of the unscalable things. Let me use a different term. We did all of the things that is going to get you the maximum results, which is talk to your people. So we've had tons of one-on-one conversations, amongst other things, to really get an idea of what people's biggest struggles were, right? Whether it's relationships, finances, mindset, for example. And we put that together with our formula of the morning reps. And this is every morning giving God your first hour, reading, exercise, prayer, and scribing. And we've been able to create a formula that is literally transforming lives and will continue to do so as we go bigger and better. So this has been incredible.
Yeah, so
and I just dropped the link, by the way.
So the link is in there, family. So y'all can go ahead. The enrollment is back open. So after the first 80, we went ahead and closed it. So it's now open again. One thing that's very special that we did also is we set pillars in the community. Faith, stewardship, and relationships have been the pillars that we decided to really go ahead and focus and hone in on.
Because everybody said that's what the problems they having. They like, hey, why are you having issues with waking up and getting to your routine? Because it's gonna change your life. Well, because my boyfriend, my girlfriend is not going too well right now. Well, it's because I'm not really feeling good about myself right now and how I look and how I feel. Well, it's because
I'm lonely.
It's because I'm lonely. Well, it's because I'm broke.
Yep.
Or it's because, hey, I'm at a job and I'm getting money and I'm doing very well, but it doesn't align with my purpose and the person I'm trying to become. And so we found out that these were the 3 biggest pain points for our community that stops them, literally prevents them from not pressing snooze on that alarm clock and getting up and giving that first hour to God. And so what we decided to do, as Tysean was stating, was create a path for you to literally change how you see and perceive your current situation and to give you expert guidance and coaching and counseling on how to overcome those challenges so you can get to what's most important, which is giving God your first hour, those morning reps, reading, exercise, prayer, and scribing.
And as a matter of fact, we had to call in the big dogs too, because thankfully, man, one of the biggest blessings we have is through Harley Initiated, we are pretty relationally rich. And we reached out to some people that have had a huge impact on our lives, on people that we absolutely trust, love, and adore. And we actually brought in a few coaches to help us in the community. And we're going to have some fun now because we're going to get a chance to shout out the people helping and growing our people. All right.
And before you bring them up real quick, I want to give y'all an idea because I see the chat going, what's included in the community. Of course, we got these wonderful coaches, right?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
We're going to give them everything because they helping us deliver the transformation. They carrying a heavy load. But what I wanted to kind of walk you guys through what you'll get from this experience. So, guys, we do our weekly coaching calls. So we got three coaches that have committed for a residency with the High Life because we just don't want people to come in and kind of do this guest speaker thing. We want you to be able to build on these messages and teachings from the coaches. We want you to be able to develop a relationship with the coaches so they can invest in you and reinvest to figure out what exactly it is that you need from them to become better, right? We also got the monthly vision and strategy calls with myself and Tysean. So, of course, you're going to get myself and Tysean. And we got a private community with accountability. The app is super dope. All the things that you can do on there. And, of course, we are working on facilitating even more because we already had the High Life celebration, which was incredible. I don't know if you could throw photos of that up, but facilitating more and more in-person events so you can get a chance to meet and rock with other people in the community. So that amongst other things, but I won't hold you up, Tysean.
No, for sure.
Let's go ahead and get the coaches up.
Absolutely. If y'all saw, we actually dropped a little bit of the High Life celebration. If y'all watched it, drop me in the chat if you went ahead and saw the High Life celebration we had just a couple weeks ago. That was a great time that we had. I think we got a couple of the coaches here backstage. We do. Man, bring our brother and sister up here, Tired Body and MJ backstage. Wait, Lionel brought him on stage. Hold on, man.
Well, at least he got his outfit together.
This man is a narcissist. Hey. This ain't about you, man. Okay, we got to get this man some counseling. This man.
Yeah, right. So we got two of three of our resident coaches in the High Life community. So, Tysean,
shout out. I'm an intro. Well,
give
first
these special, very honored guests the proper introduction.
Well, what I want to do first is let people understand because we had to bring in a mindset coach because this was so important, y'all. But the mindset coach helps break limiting beliefs and expand their mental capacity to think and act at the highest level. Do we got that photo, Lano?
Hold on, we got Tiff in the back.
We got.
This is dope. So
this is the mindset coach. He's pulling up. No, everybody's pulling up. Don't worry.
So
we're gonna get on there.
So this is very special because literally we got all three of our resident coaches here on the platform.
Yeah, they don't even all know each other. They be figuring it out right now. We got Tyra Body. Everybody knows Tyra Body here. One of the fan favorites. This is our relationship coach, y'all. And listen, we gotta listen. She's here to help. I remember strengthen their relationships with themselves and others so we can create healthy, fruitful connections. All right. She's literally walking and living in that. My premarital counselor. I love you, Tyra. What's up with you, Tyra?
I love you guys too. And congratulations on your 4-year anniversary. And hey, Tiffany, I do know Tiffany. Okay. So.
Tiffany, yeah. Tiffany just pulled up. Hey, Tiffany just got that hair slayed. Look at the hair. The hair is slayed. And we see it.
And Tiff, I can look at your Tiff.
Sorry, guys. I'm driving. I'm so sorry.
I can look at Tiff's face. She's getting lean.
No, you been on the morning reps?
I can tell. I can tell she been in the gym.
Well, and listen, first of all, man, this was a big one here because Tara and Tiff been rocking with us. This was actually this brother was one of the hardest brothers to find.
This is like a big signing. This is like a big signing. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I took my talents to South Beach.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because when I tell you, this brother right here, I can't wait to introduce him to the world. We're going to do some work with this brother. Because we called this brother here because we realized this was so important. We needed him. We needed a stewardship coach because we got MJ Pittman on. His role is to help our members align their resources, their time, their decisions with purpose so they can create success in every area of their lives. In other words, you might be able to call him the money man. Okay? Do I got a money sound on here? There it is.
I like that one.
We
I
got
like
the
that
money
one.
man, MJ Pittman. What's up with you, brother? How you living, baby?
Man, I am living beautifully, splendidly. I'm so excited to be on with you guys. It's been a long time coming. We've been having a lot of conversations, and I'm glad that it has culminated into this moment. And I'm excited to add value to the High Life community.
No, listen, first of all, let me tell you something. I have a few coaches. At this point now, the way I learn about money has changed today versus how I did 5 years ago. Because I like when my teachers can really connect, because people don't understand the connection between stewarding your paper and your time in connection with God. We don't really understand that. That's a very godly skill. And I really want to bring the brevity of that. And I had to find somebody that just wasn't going to break down personal finances, but somebody who could really bring the weight of that so we could principally understand stewardship in the community at the highest levels, because we need that in order to reach, pretty much our God-given callings, man. So it's a blessing to have you here joining us, brother. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, listen. Good. Listen, man. I'm first off, I've been cooking. We've been cooking some shows, and the episodes that we want to have with MJ gonna be off the chain, because we're gonna dig into some folks' financial situations.
We got
and
to
get them some healing and some counseling.
We got to. Tiff, by the way, I know you driving. It was Tiff off?
Yeah.
Okay, Tiff. Well, first,
No,
Tiff,
I'm back. I am back. I'm back. Can y'all hear me?
okay. Oh, she's talking like the Holy Ghost in the back. We can't even see it. There we go. Okay, Tiff. Okay, you back. Now listen.
I'm sorry.
Can you do two things at once now?
I can. But time will get you, because I could have planned better. But yes, I can do two things at once.
I literally called Tiff like 3 hours ago. And the rest of the coaches, by the way.
Right.
I called all
Everybody.
ago, all right? Yeah, we figuring this out, y'all. But listen, let me start with you, Tiff, because I want to talk about this real quick before we go ahead and let everybody go. This is really important because you got a very important role in the community. Actually, this month is all about just destroying limiting beliefs, absolutely destroying them. And you've been working closely with a lot of our people on an intimate level. What would you say, if you just had to give me this, what's one of the biggest limiting beliefs that we all just really just need to get rid of, Tiff, to get to the next level?
Limiting belief. First of all, it may sound odd what I'm about to say. We first have to believe that God is who we say that we believe that he is. Many of us we say that we believe in God. We've grown up in church, but we don't understand that the God of the universe, the same God that made the sun, the moon, the stars, and the sky, that God, his Holy Spirit, lives on the inside of you. So we're praying and believing God for big things. We first have to really believe that he is God.
Wow.
So what does that actually mean? So when you say believe that he is God, how do I know? Because listen, we had a huge conversation about this with my brothers in Bible study recently. I think it was about 2 weeks ago, because we were talking about the difference between we call it stated belief, what you say you believe, and what you actually believe. Because what we actually believe more so control our decision making in our lives more so than what we say we believe. So how do I know if I actually believe like you're stating right now?
Well, you first, like you just said, I've been listening to you all's conversation. I really believe that when we give God our first hour of the day, we get to learn who he is. And some of us, we will only know who he is when we start making faith moves. Many of us say that we believe and we're saying it, but faith without works is dead. So we first got to get to the place to really even know that he is God. We got to get into a trusting relationship with God. We got to start making some faith moves. We got to start waking up in the morning and really seeking him to even know that we can hear the voice of God. I think it's all contingent upon what we actually walk out, because you're right, we could say a lot, but what we say, if it's not really with action, that means that we're not really believing what we're saying, because belief is more than what I say, it's actually what I do.
It ain't just what you say, it's what you do. And a lot of y'all
What you do,
moving.
it is a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle. We can have community all day long. We can talk. We can listen to podcasts. We can read books. We can do all of these things to renew our minds. But if we don't actually renew our minds and then walk that out in our actions, we will really know. We will really never know if we really believe what we're saying. Like that's why it all goes back to, if we say that we believe God, then this is what I love about God. God is not petty like us. He knows where we are in our journey. He knows where our limited belief is. That's why you have in scripture where it says, Lord, help me with my unbelief. God is not one of those people that is sitting back like we would and judge other people. He wants us to come to him authentically where we are. He understands the journey that we're on, but we first have to make the step, because I did not really start believing God until I started working with God, walking with God. And then when you step out and start really walking with him and trusting him, then your relationship with him begins to develop and it begins to grow. But you got to do something. You just can't say it. You got to really act on it. And when you get some wins under your belt, when you get some victories and God starts guiding, I promise you, you'll start saying, okay, really, I'm at this place where now your faith is growing every single day. We all have a measure of faith. But as we continue to walk with God and grow with God, our faith continues to expand and grow. So it's all in what we do, just not what we say.
And there you have it. Thank you for the context. See, that's the thing about Tiff. I just like throwing things at Tiff. I like throwing things at Tiff. Y'all don't understand Tiff, what Tiff is about to be on a trajectory level. I speak every time I talk to Tiff.
We're very fortunate to have her right now.
I tell him like, oh my God, I'm so glad I got you right now instead of like 2 years, because Tiff, y'all,
because that would cost thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, because her time.
Man,
Tiff, let me tell you
You
something.
all are like family to James and I. I really like family. Hey, Tara, how you doing, girl?
Nah, Tiff, let me tell you, it's so
Hey,
crazy, because we get the reviews back obviously from the community, and it's like, yo, like Tiffany, you gonna be on the biggest of the biggest of the biggest stages.
You will. You absolutely will.
Thank you, Ryan. I received that wholeheartedly, and y'all save this so I can come back and listen to it.
Yes,
it's a
Years
fact.
to come from now.
We listen.
Sooner
we
than
got
later.
it. We got it. It's on the platform. It's cemented on the channel here. I got one. I want to see, and Tara, you could do the same thing as well, okay? Because we got to get the relationships, okay? So because we talking mindset.
Is that how Tara?
We talking mindset now, and I like where we at. I want to stay here because what's like that number one shift in thinking we need relationally to really break through before we can, matter of fact, before we can even enter relationship. Because I know you talking, she really in these streets. Tara really counseling y'all. Y'all can go on her page right now and book a session. Like, she really be talking to folks. So I know you in there hearing the way people thinking. Where do we need to shift there?
It's a strong shift, and it just depends on who's guiding your life. If you say, I believe in God, and that's the road I'm going on, you have to follow his roadmap. And what I'm seeing is a lot of people have not solidified their relationship with God before they try to solidify it with other people. And if you have a relationship solidified with God and you're letting him guide you and his Holy Spirit, it's a lot of relationships you never would have been in. It's a lot of business deals and partnerships and things you never would have started had God been guiding your life. And I tell people that relationship has to be first, because you're going to have to backpedal out of a bunch of stuff. When you finally get a close and personal relationship with God, you're going to really, your eyes are going to be open. And you're going to say, OMG, I married the wrong person. OMG, none of my friendship circle actually is people I should be around. OMG, I'm in the wrong career. This has nothing to do with my purpose. It is so essential that we begin with a strong personal relationship with God. If we say he is master and he is Lord and he is creator, you have to start there. And I don't care when you start over soon, because you could be gone 40, 50 years out of the wrong way and then realize I have wasted some time. Now, can he always grab you up whenever you receive him and do something with your life? Absolutely, because as long as you're breathing, you are purposed to do something. But I pray that those who are young, do not waste your time. God is real. See, I tell people all the time, I could tell if you believe in God by how you live in your life, because if you really believe that there was a great creator that watches over everything, there's just certain things you would not do. You would talk to him every day if you believe that there was actually a creator. So when people say, I believe in God, but they don't talk to him in the morning, they don't have any connection, they don't have any sense of obedience, no reverence, no fear. Do you really believe there's a God? If you have no fear, if you don't think you should connect with him or talk to him. So a lot of what I'm seeing, even in the mental health field, is people not even understand. I have to start there. He's the one that brings you peace and joy. Nothing outside of us can do that. Everything else is temporary and it fades. God is the only thing that's consistent. And so that part, that's kind of why, even though I'm talking to people about relationship, I always have to go back to, where are you with God? Because I can't talk to you about the definition of love and how to be a husband and wife if you don't understand the love of God. If you don't understand how he said do it, and if you don't plan on doing it his way, how in the world? I can't guarantee you jack if you're not doing it God's way. He is the only guarantee. And so many people's lives have proven that to be true. We have proven it with our lives. Those who follow the Lord, we live very complete and prosperous lives. Those who do life without him, eventually they fall. We're just not watching everybody's whole timeline. And so I tell people all the time, you got to literally watch the people in your family, watch the people in the community, watch people their whole life. It has already been proven, whether you read in the Bible and seeing it proven in those people's life, or you can look at us in real time. We're walking this stuff out. Those of you who are following Christ, we are not going through the same thing the world is going through. We are always covered and protected and prosperous. I don't know how to keep telling people that. It's like, at some point, open your eyes and see where everybody lands when it's all said and done. And the righteous are never forsaken. They're never forsaken, nor are their seed begging bread. We are not living like that. And I'm proud of you guys, because somewhere along the road, you found enough examples of righteous people, and it made you want to go over on this side and do it for real. The problem is your community was not full of enough righteous people that were doing well. You saw a lot of sinners that you thought were doing well, but you didn't really see the whole picture. Right. So I praise God that he put y'all around enough people that are actually doing it his way and prospering.
Man,
community.
The righteous do not beg for bread.
No.
And I'm gonna be honest. Let now we're gonna take that right over to MJ.
Because first off, that was an excellent transition right there.
That's an excellent. She threw you the oop, MJ, because it's a bunch of righteous folks out here and they praying for bread,
denying bread,
they begging for bread. They've been in church their whole life, ain't never had no bread.
It ain't right to have bread. Don't even think it's right to have some.
Oh my goodness. I'm like, man. First of all, this is polarizing, and this another. I don't know if this is judgmental of me or not, but I just don't trust a broke pastor. That's another thing, right? That's like another thing,
or a big one.
Like when I'm like, why it's always a struggle, and I'm not talking about you starting your business. I'm not talking about you early, you getting it off the ground. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the man that's been pastoring for about 20, 30 years. And I trust me, I knew a couple of these guys, especially growing up.
There's many of them.
And they weren't very influential to me growing up. Mainly because of that. And you let me know. You just let me know here, MJ. Because how are so many people who can say that they have God in their life and just be absolutely broke? Like, is that by design, or is that a malfunction in us not being obedient in some way?
I think that's a great question. Many times it comes down to people not understanding the difference between our responsibility and God's responsibility, right? Like, God is responsible for the harvest, but we're responsible for the hustle, right? God is responsible for the outcome, but we're responsible for the obedience. God is responsible for the fruitfulness, but we're responsible for the faithfulness. And so what will happen is people will think that it is God's responsibility to make the plants grow, but they are not willing to sow the seeds and water the seeds in order to see the harvest that they're looking for. So many times I just think that people have the wrong view on what I'm responsible for and what God is responsible for. Of course, God can do anything, right? But at the end of the day, he has designed this world to where we are responsible for certain things. And there are just certain principles fundamentally that if we follow those principles, we are more predisposed to success. Ultimately, the Bible says in Deuteronomy that it is the Lord who provides wealth, right? But there are ways that we can position ourselves to be wealthy. There are ways that we can position ourselves to be better, right? And so I started a business, and when I started that business, I remember, like you said, I was broke. But then, there were certain principles that I learned, certain skills, certain mindset shifts and beliefs, to where, I was talking to Tysean to where, in August, we did 100K, in profit. And so the big idea behind it is that I am talking from the perspective of somebody who knows what it was like to think one way that predisposed me to poverty, and then shifted the way that I thought to where now I'm predisposed to wealth. And I think that when people make those shifts, when they join the program, when they get the coaching from Tiffany and Tara, then that's going to set them up and position them to be who they're ultimately called to be. Because at the end of the day, many of y'all are called to be answers to prayers versus being the person asking for prayers. You know what I mean? Like, wow. It's a lot different being on the other side to where, hey, I'm not asking God for money, but I'm asking God, what should I do with this money? Like, people have these needs. Like, who am I going to be a blessing to? Give me discernment on who to choose to give to. But then once again, it all comes down to the way we think.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, we gotta show up to that stewardship session.
Right.
We're trying to get some money.
We need some blessings, son.
We need some of that. First of all, thank you. Well said, man. Just well said from top to bottom, man. That was really great perspective on our responsibility and God's responsibility, because some of y'all is absolutely confused and delusional about how this whole thing work. Okay, and we can't stay there, y'all, because us not being in position to steward our resources properly allows us truly not to be able to operate at our fullest blessing to the world.
Yeah.
Like, I love that you said that, man. Like, yo, MJ, we have to, Harley initiates an operation every month. Break even is going up around here. This thing costing about 30 grand to run a month now.
Yep.
I'm like, yo, right, listen.
It's getting expensive.
I'm like, Lano, how much you get paid?
Yo.
I'm trying to figure out how to cut things around. I'm like, yo.
And Ty know my mind work backwards sometimes. So I go through the expense report. I'm like, nah, fire this person. Get rid of this. Ty's like, no. We don't need to be thinking about how to save more money. We need to be thinking about how to get more money.
Because
and I'm like, okay,
it's real because in order for us to grow, people want to go on tours. People want events.
Yep.
People want in-person transformation.
Yep.
We want retreat. We have this massive vision of how we can change lives and move the world and culture. And it ain't about us really spending less money.
It's not.
That's not the solution.
It's not.
It's us about stewarding better what we have. Our time, our decisions, our money, everything. So,
our relationships.
Man, and our thinking, all those things, man. So it's a blessing to have all of y'all be joining us in this
powerful
season
team right here
of the journey. So shout out to every single last one of y'all. I'm excited to continue to feature you guys on the show as we together impact lives, and it's just so beautiful when you see people aligned in purpose.
Yeah.
And and right now in the same place at the same time with the same mission. It is absolutely powerful. So much love to the High Life coaches. Everybody drop a High Life in the chat right now.
High Life.
And let me tell y'all, again, enrollment is open, so y'all can go ahead and be a part of it. We are active now. Enrollment is open, family. And just so you know, if you came in here, you have been a part of the 4-year anniversary of Hardly Initiated. This baby done celebrated her 4-year birthday.
Congratulations.
And for those of you who wanted to know, Hardly Initiated is not stopping, y'all.
Yep.
In fact, we coming back bigger and better. We got an episode that is highly anticipated that we just shot with that brother Mike Todd.
Can we throw up the photo of Mike Todd? And listen,
let me tell y'all something.
We did not let Mike Todd slide on nothing.
Mike Todd won't slide. He said we gave him his hardest interview on Hardly Initiated. That's dropping this Sunday.
And I done seen
it. Coming back consistently every single week, family.
I done seen his interviews. He was not lying about that. Like I can see, I saw the sweat beads dripping from from his nose. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He took off his jacket.
He took off his jacket today. It was getting steamy in there. Yeah, we did not let my brother slide, and it was dope, man. It was super dope. I mean, I don't want to say too much because I want y'all to actually watch it.
Watch it. Let them watch it.
And we're gonna drop it on Sunday. And it's gonna be incredible. But just the Hardly Initiated platform, man, it's about to really be explosive. I'm gonna be honest, man. I was really burnt out. Like Tysean talked about the 4 episodes. You know, I was so upset. Like I was pissed off that we had to walk away from Hardly in Love.
Yeah.
And I told Ty, I said, yo, I don't want to do this again. I don't want to start something and not follow it through. And I said, I felt like we keep making the same mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, we just got to take some time off to really figure this out. And it takes a while. Even once you step away, it takes a while for all of your bad ideas and frustrations and inefficiencies and limiting beliefs to unravel. It takes a time. I mean, we really haven't put out consistent content in like 4 months.
Yeah, it's been about 3-4 months for sure.
About 3-4 months. And all of that, man, was important for us to step away from, let all that unravel, because now it's like the vision is more clear.
Oh my gosh, clear.
I mean, not just with the community, but with the platform.
Bro, with our personal lives.
With our personalized, the identity, personal identities, business identities, and beyond.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because I remember Preston Perry came on the show and he talked about not rushing the sanctification process.
Mm-hmm.
And I accepted that when he told us that, and I thought I understood what that meant, but I didn't really understand what it meant until we took time off. And we literally would, even though we took time off from the show, we still accepted opportunities to go speak and do these engagements. And when we got an opportunity to speak doing these engagements, of course, we always going to show love to the niches. And literally, we spoke to, at this point, 100 people, individually. And it's so crazy speaking to the niches gave me an even clearer idea of what we meant to the culture and what the platform represents and where we should be going. And so I say about Preston Perry and the sanctification process because I feel like that was a lot of what we were doing. We were losing authenticity because, one, we didn't prioritize God first, right? 2, we had no consideration for what we wanted from this thing. And we started with what everybody else wanted. And when you start with what everybody else wanted, you are going to rush the sanctification process because if everybody on Hardly Initiated saying, I want y'all to be Pastor Philip Anthony Mitchell, then we going to try to be somebody we not. And when we pulled back, we was really able to get clarity. And not only that, we attacked these limiting beliefs because when fear and pride gets in the way, you can be afraid to pass the torch to the next person. You can think that even though you have, 0% of this skill set, that you can do it better than somebody who's a seasoned professional. So now we realize that we need to put the right people in place for us to see beyond what our own capabilities and capacities are. And now that we can see that, it's like, yo, the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
The sky's the limit. And what we're going to do from this point forward with Hardly Initiated is truly going to be incredible. And it really is going to start with, like I said, God first, and everything comes after that. So, guys, if you want to be a part of where we're going, not just with the platform of Hardly Initiated and us dropping these shows from week to week, but you really want to really live life together. You want to live life with us, then you will join us in this community because what we're about to do with the community plus Hardly Initiated, the High Life plus Hardly Initiated, is really about to be insane.
Absolutely.
It's really about to be incredible.
Absolutely, y'all. So I want now you guys to go ahead and subscribe to the platform. Turn on your notifications, y'all. We're coming with content every single week as fast as we can produce it. I'm not even promising y'all a day because if I get a good episode on Tuesday, it's dropping Tuesday.
We going at it.
If I get a good episode on Wednesday, we dropping Wednesday. We just going to be putting out content consistently. So what I want y'all to do is just make sure the notification is ready. Make sure you subscribe to the platform. So we can stay on the same page. And for all my high lifers, get ready to take your life to the next level, because this is where we putting all of our energy, our time, our resources. It's not going to these things. And man, thank you again for my coaches that showed up on here. We absolutely love your contribution.
And I got big plans for the coaches, man.
Big plans.
You know, it starts here within the community, but the impact that we can make with these coaches on, these different levels is really gonna be incredible, man.
It's gonna be absolutely incredible. So y'all stay tuned. I want everybody to make sure y'all tune into this episode that we got coming up this Sunday. But other than that,
join the community. Listen, I feel like we need to keep it going because y'all need to join the High Life community. I'm just excited, man. The app is fire. The coaching calls, the coaches are fire, right? And so you hitting these touch points every week, and you get me and Tysean. And the thing is, we got the multiple levels of the community. If you can look at the different packages, we got a monthly package, but of course, we want you to get the annual package because we want you to absolutely commit. But of course, with that annual package, we even threw in bonuses in there where you can literally have a private conversation with both my Tysean and myself just by getting the annual package. So we throwing everything in there just because we want to over deliver and really help you get the transformation, because we want you to be happy about your life. I feel like most people haven't, most people don't have this extra crazy rock bottom story. Like Eric Thomas, he was eating out of the trash can. He talked about that. To now being, the number one. Yeah, you didn't know that? No. Yeah, he's got he's got an incredible story. But to being pretty much the biggest motivational speaker in the world, right? But I think most of us don't have that kind of story. Most of us have a story where, you experience some trauma, you experience some not so good things, but you lived a pretty decent life. But for whatever reason, you got these things going on that most people around you are saying good, and everybody looks up to you, and everybody wants your counsel, and they love what you're doing, and they will absolutely trade their lives for yours, but you're not quite fulfilled. And all these things are going good from what everybody else says and is seeing, but you can do and be a lot better. That's where most people are at. And so we want to help those people and everybody in between, guys, because it doesn't matter what you have going on. If you're not satisfied with it, then it's just not good for your quality of life. So we really want to help bring clarity to where there's confusion. We want to bring purpose to where there's doubt and uncertainty. And guys, it's all going to start with the formula that we have for these morning reps and the High Life community. So I just wanted to say that because I think it's important that people get the opportunity, and we're going to keep talking about it again and again and again until at one moment it strikes you. But guys, join us in how we live life, and let us help you become part of the community, become transformed.
That's it. And enrollment's open. I don't know how long it's going to stay open, so go ahead and take action while it's here now. Shout out to the next wave of people joining us. Shout out to the next season of the High Life. And when I say season, I don't mean season like Netflix. I mean season like the seasons. If you in the season with us right now, it's very special. And y'all know how we do it.
Wait.
What's that?
You got to show the people the cups.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're going to have these on every episode.
Yeah,
so real quick, we're going to have these on
that.
every episode.
I'll do that.
Throw mine real quick. Shout out to guys.
Shout out to LaShawn.
Yeah,
man. She
listen,
was incredible. She got us these custom thermals.
The whole Tapler clan, because Mr. Tapler and LaShawn, they done hooked us up. They got us some exclusive thermals. I really want mine. You got to bring mine over here. But we're going to have these rocking on every show. So y'all going to see these all the time.
See that name?
Yeah. Yeah, give me mine. Pass mine,
Listen,
please.
boys,
please.
never thirsty around here, all right? Never thirsty. I already gave you yours. You got it over there. Oh, no, this is it. All right, well, Ryan ain't got his. Y'all missed it.
Okay, don't worry. We're going to find it. We're going to find it. But first off, these going to
This man lost the last one. He lost
No, it's not lost. It's not lost. It's not lost. It's going to be, y'all, listen.
Well, listen. Hardly initiated. We are out.